Today we are drawing the little girl from the Baddies. Okay, so as always, I should probably say who the Baddies are, shouldn't I? It's a Axel Scheffler, Julia Donaldson. It's a wonderful book about some bad characters that you can also draw on our channel who are up to no good and trying to scare this little girl. Okay, so we are going to start as ever with an eye, which is a nice circle with the pupil looking behind her. Okay, and then what we do is we come down like this. She's got sort of a slightly pointy nose that comes around, and then that eye sits quite nicely behind that nose. And then we do another eye, pupil, excuse me, which is looking backwards. Okay. Right, then what we do is we come down for the lip, and she is smiling. So put a nice smile there. And then her chin, which comes down a little bit, and then it just kind of goes back like that. Okay. Then we have her forehead going up. Some little eyebrows also going up like that, and then we'll go over and we'll do her ear. Now her ear is about here. We've got a little bit of hair coming down like that, and then it's in this sort of centre parting, so we're going to go up and down, and then we're going to go something like this. Now I'm doing a slightly sketchy line here, which helps us get the shape right before we commit to a hard line. Because she's got black hair, that's going to be okay. So I'm going to go like that. I'm going to get most of that filled in, like so. There we go. Right, and then it comes down, and then we'll add her ponytail shortly. Right. Okay, so there's her head. Now the neck is, that's going to come forward a little bit more. Now the neck just comes down like that. And then the ponytail is going to go off across her back like that. Okay. And then we're going to come down with a line like this. That's the other ponytail. We're then going to come down like this and go across like that. And that is the top of her sort of dress, with a little bit of detail there. Now we're going to make some shapes like this inside the ponytail, so you can kind of get a sense that it's a ponytail, and then we're just going to fill in most of this with black, seeing a couple of curvy bits here and there like that. Okay, there we go, and there we go. Right. She's got like an apron on, so we're going to go down and across. We're going to get the bows done. There's a bow there and a bow there, and then the end of her hair like this. And then we've got her arm that goes down and up, with a little bit of a kind of collary bit around the edge, and then we go down, and then we go down and across and like that, and then this is like, yeah, I guess it's like an apron she's wearing. Okay, well, we are going to need to tilt the camera on a little bit, so let's go like that. Okay. It will get there. So, arm comes out and goes up. We've got another bow. A bit more hair coming out here like this. Now the other arm is going to come down to about there with a little bit of detail. I think I called it a collar earlier on. It's clearly not a collar, is it? It's a cuff. And then we got a bit of dress here, and it's a little bit wobbly like that. Hand, fingers sort of just going in a sort of backwards direction like that. Thumb, fingers holding onto what's it called? Now, you might know the answer to this question. What's it called when you're off travelling through the countryside and you've got your worldly belongings on a stick on your back with a like handkerchief attached to it? What's that called? You get it in lots of fairy tales. This thing, I can't think what it's called. There we go. So she's off on her travels. That's got some spots on it, like that. Okay, are we still in shot? I think we are, yep, we're good. So, we got a leg going forward, like this. Little blue socks, you'll see that in a minute. Some little leather boots or shoes. And then you've got a leg going in the other direction. So more like that. A little bit of a sock. And then another little boot. Okay. And that's about it for our character. So it's now time to colour her in. I think we just need to add that there as well, so we can see that. Right, let's get her coloured in. We'll attempt to speed up this tape so it's not too boring for you. We'll start off with the red and let's see how she looks.